Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle and this is Michelle Sews Again. If you're new here, I just started sewing again last year after about a 25-year break when the lockdown started. So my channel is really just about me sharing my journey of rediscovering sewing and learning new techniques and joining challenges and things like that. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, then I appreciate it if you'd subscribe. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you're returning and you've been here before, you might notice I have a new hair color. I went super blonde last Sunday. I figured I'm in Miami. I should take advantage of the sunshine. I don't know what that has to do with going super blonde, but I did. Anyway, so what today's video is going to be on is I'm going to participate this month in the Frugal Frocks 2021 challenge. I'm sure if you follow sewing blogs, you've already heard about this. It's gone completely viral. It was started by Sam from Frugalissima, who I've been watching since I started sewing again last year. I think she's great. And Ruan from the Yorkshire Sew Girl, who is new to me. I hadn't followed her before. And so since this started, I've watched several of her videos. She's very delightful. I'm enjoying watching her as well. The thing is, so many people have joined in this challenge that if you just type in hashtag Frugal Frocks 2021 in YouTube or even on Instagram, especially on YouTube, I stopped counting at 50 videos. So I think they have 40 or 41 people that are officially participating in a daily YouTube jump, if that's what you call it. But they've opened it up to anybody. The idea behind the challenge is, if you watch Sam, she's always about saving money, whether it's on fabric or patterns or whatever, and making your sewing journey as affordable as possible. So the idea behind this is that you're going to find a free pattern, whether it's online or it's a pattern somebody's given to you, or however you got it is fine as long as it was free and you didn't pay for it. And you're going to use fabric from your stash. Obviously they can't police that, but the whole idea is that you're using up stuff that you've already spent money on. I always thought that a frock was just a garment, but apparently a frock is specifically a dress. So the idea is to make a dress from a free pattern using fabric that you already own. So it's pretty straightforward, but they do have a lot of prizes. So if you're interested, go check out. I'm not going to get too into it. It's kind of been done like I said, a lot of people have participated, but just go check out Sam or Ruan or both, and they'll walk you through the challenge and what the prizes are and everything. I have discovered a lot of new sewing vloggers through this that I love, because the more that I watch, the more ideas I get. And since I am still trying to figure this sewing thing out, I binge watch this stuff. The reason that I like this challenge is because I don't wear dresses very often at all. And so it's kind of pushing me outside of my comfort zone. It's pushing me to sew something that I wouldn't normally sew. I mean, I've posted plans about sewing dresses before and I just never have done it. But I'm most definitely going to participate in this. So I will finish a garment by March 31st so that I can participate in the contest and post my finished garment on Instagram on March 31st. I like the idea of these challenges because they give me new ideas, and it's just fun to be a part of the community. So I think I'm going to be doing more of these for sure. All right. So what I've done is I've kind of put together a list of free patterns and fabric options from my stash that are options for me. So I don't like things super fitted. I am on a weight loss journey, and I don't feel comfortable in things that are too tight or fitted. It just makes me self-conscious. So everything all of the patterns that I have, they might have an elasticated waist, but they're not a fitted bodice or anything like that. So if that's not your thing, then you're probably not going to like any of my pattern picks. If it is your thing, then stay tuned, because I do think I found several patterns that I haven't seen others talking about. the normal like places, like I think a lot of people know Mood Fabrics has some amazing free patterns. I've downloaded several of those. Fabric-store.com has a ton of free patterns that have some really great ones. So those are two really fabulous resources if you want to participate and don't like any of the options that I'm showing you. But I found a few that I think are in some remote edges of the interweb that might interest you. All right, so the first one that I have is called the Square Style Dress, and it's from a Japanese fabric company called Koka Fabric. It's Kokka, so I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not. Anyway, it's just a cute, simple shift dress with sleeves. And I think what really caught my eye when I saw this pattern was the fabric that they used, because it's very vibrant and colorful, which is my thing. I love that. So, so the fabric that I have, I think they used like cotton fabric or something in that nature. It's not drapey. It's got a little bit of structure, but not overly structured, if that makes sense. Anyway, so the fabric that I have in my stash, I bought it last year from Joann's. I think it's linen. If it's not linen, it's like linen. But it is this really fun, I've had plans for this before and didn't follow through with them. So anyway, it's this fun peacock fabric with all these amazing colors. So it's got this vibrant like orange and hot pink and teal and different shades of green and blue. And it's on this white background that really makes those colors pop. This is one of those fabrics I'm afraid to cut into because I love it so much. So like I'm scared to make something that I'm not gonna love because I love the fabric and I don't want to not wear it once I make something with it. But I think this like shift style dress is something that I would get some use out of. So it's one of my maybes. The second pattern that I have is, Jen from Jen's Sewing Room. I watched her video on the Frugal Frocks Challenge, and she lives here in Florida. I'm actually not sure where in Florida she lives, but she took a different spin on the challenge, and her video is zeroed in. All of the patterns that she's sharing are zeroed in on beach style cover-ups, and I thought that was a really great idea. So if you haven't watched any of my other videos, my husband and I just moved to Miami from Philadelphia at the beginning of December, and I have nothing to wear to the beach. We went today for like 3 hours and I wore shorts and a t-shirt. So I need to get some beach gear. She shared some really fantastic free beach cover-up patterns that looked super simple. So I think, I'm definitely going to need a wardrobe of beach cover-ups. So I could use this opportunity to make at least one. And so one of the ones that she shared was the Perfect Beach Dress by So Easy. And the fabric that I picked, you just needed like a batik or a challis or something very light and drapey. And I have this very light and drapey fabric. It's very sheer, and I love the colors. It's like a watercolor with like blues and greens, totally my color palette. And I have a ton of it, and I got it from Zinks last year. If you've watched, I have a Zinks haul video from last year that was inspired by Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery, who's one of my favorites here on YouTube. She had gone to a Zinks near her, and there's only 2 locations, and the second one happened to be in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which was not that far for me to drive. So my husband and I went one weekend and just made a day out of it. And I got some really fun fabrics, which I'm going to share a couple of them because they're some of my options for some of these patterns. But I just thought this would make a really pretty beach cover-up. And I would probably have a ton of fabric left over. So that's my second option. The third pattern that I'm sharing is probably not an option for me, but I just thought I would share it with you in case you hadn't heard of this blogger, Melly Sews. It's a simple maxi dress. It's a tank style. It's long. It's just like a slip dress. It's really simple. It's super cute and really nice, like for the summer. So, you know, I'll put a picture, but I don't have a fabric because it's definitely not a style that I would be comfortable wearing. But I just wanted to introduce you to Melly Sews in case you hadn't heard of her before. My fourth option is from another blogger that I had not heard of before this challenge. And it's from mericksart.com. And she's got several like tutorials on how to, you know, make things it's really without a pattern. And she does refashion, she does some DIY stuff, but this particular pattern is called the tie shoulder jumper. And it's just like a shift style, like pinafore dress that tank style that ties at the shoulders, like this really cute, just like, I don't know, leaf style bow at the top. It's super cute. You can dress it down, you can dress it up, you can wear it with, you know, with a t-shirt, or the picture that I'm showing you, she's wearing a lace shirt under it and it just looks, you know, kind of a little more dressy. And I thought that was just a cute, like simple dress that I could like throw on in the weekend, you know, with some sneakers or something. Anyway, so the fabric that I found in my stash is another one from Zinks, and it's this, it's really cute. It's this plaid, green and blue plaid. I don't know what kind of fabric this is. I'm terrible with fabrics. It honestly, it kind of, yeah, I don't know. I'm not even going to attempt. But I think it's got like, it's got a nice hand to it. So it's like soft, but it's not super flowy. It's got just enough structure that I think it would be really good for that pattern. And I have 3 yards of it, so I've got more than enough to give that a go. All right, so the 5th style that I have is one that other people have shared, but it's one that I'm seriously considering doing, so I thought I would throw it in here. And it's the Everyday Dress from Peppermint Magazine. And I've seen quite a few pictures of this made up on Instagram, and I've seen a couple of YouTube videos, and I saw one, and unfortunately I didn't write down who it was. I'll see if I can find it so I can share it. But she had done 2 different fabrics, 2 different prints, one on the front and one on the back, and I loved it. I thought that was a great idea. And this is just a simple shift dress. You can make the self tie and wear it with or without, but it's got sleeves, which, you know, everything I'm gonna do has sleeves on it. But I thought these 2 fabrics together would be fun. So this one is just like a cotton poplin. I got this from Joann's, and it's just red with white scattered polka dots. And then this one's kind of almost like a seersucker. I got this one from Zinks, and it's a red and white. And I just thought those 2 would be really fun together. One fabric for the front of the dress, one for the back, and then whichever one, oh, my fingernail chipped. Anyway, whichever one I put on the front or the back, I should say, I'm thinking about making a patch pocket for the front, even though the pattern doesn't call for it, just to kind of get that fabric front and center. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Is that like, does that sound silly, or I don't know? You tell me. All right. The next one that I have is from a YouTuber that I just found her yesterday. And she's got an Instagram, she's got a blog, she's got a YouTube, and her name is Marcy Hariel. I might be pronouncing that wrong. She's so stinking cute. If you're not following her already, then you should. She had an Instagram post that I found when I was looking for free dress patterns. And basically what she's done is she's taken a sweatshirt, an old sweatshirt that she wasn't wearing anymore. She cut it up to use as a pattern, and then she lengthened it and added a funnel neck. And I thought that was, hers of course drew me in because the fabric that she used was phenomenal. It was a blast of like colors, which drew me in right away. But the pattern looked really easy to follow. And if you're not following her YouTube, you have to, because her husband comes in, like they're just so stinking cute together. Anyway, so I want to make that sweatshirt. I have an old sweatshirt that I can cut up, and I'm thinking of that seriously as one of my options. So she's just calling it a trendy hoodie, but she lengthened it past her knees. So I could easily wear this as just like a dress, like a lounge dress around my house as I'm working from home. Anyway, so what I have, and I can't remember where I got this, so I apologize, but I have no idea. I ordered it online last year because I saw it and I had to have it. It's this peachy pink background, and it's like, I don't know if it's actually fleece or it's just a jersey, because it's really thin, so it's kind of hard to call it a fleece, but I thought this would be a really good option for the style. And it's got these really fun metallic stars on it that when the light hits it, it switches from like bronze to silver to gold. How fun is that? This is like the funnest fabric I think I own. So yeah, that's a definite contender for me, that the trendy hoodie, and I'm calling it the trendy hoodie dress because I'm gonna make a dress out of it if I make it. All right, and the last option for me is one that I found that looked like it was pretty old, like it's been around for a while, like 2010 or so, and it's called the Museum Tunic from Anna Marie Horner, who has a blog, and I think she's a fabric designer from what I could tell. Anyway, it couldn't be simpler. I printed out the directions. Let me take away my chicken scratch there. But it's like one piece of fabric that you cut into 4 rectangles. And then step 1 is sewing the shoulder seams together. Step 3 is sewing the centers together. And then you sew the side seams together. And then you add the elastic in the waist. Bada bing, bada boom. She's making it out of a scarf, so the edges are already finished, so she doesn't have to hem the neckline and the sleeves and the hem. Obviously, I would need to add that step because I am using fabric from my stash. Again, this is from my Zinks haul. I think I'll just add the Zinks haul video in the description box in case you're interested. But how pretty is this? It's a navy background, again, with the vibrant flowers. It's got the oranges, the blues, it's got some celadon. Excuse me. And like I said, I got that from Zinks. And everything that I got from Zinks, I got 3 yards. So I know how much I have. I haven't cut into that yet. And so, yeah, those are my options. Which one do you think would be best suited for me? I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. I haven't made up my mind yet. I'll be honest with you though, from a narrowed down perspective as I'm looking at the list, it's definitely for me between the trendy hoodie and the everyday dress with the 2 different red print patterns. Red print fabrics. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's going to be between those 2, but I'm not 100% certain yet. And who knows, maybe I'll make both. Anyway, so that's my video for today. Thank you so much for hanging in there and watching. And if any of these thoughts like inspire you and you're going to use one of them, let me know. Comment below. I'd love to hear from you. All right, check me out on Instagram. I'm probably going to put in some sneak peeks. I just finished one garment from my work from home module sew along that was started back in the fall by Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery. And I just have to add buttons to the side. So that's going to be my next upload, probably Wednesday. And then I have the rest of my work from home module to go through and finish. But I think that might be my second piece because I did do a shirt already back before I moved from Philly. So yeah, so I'm planning on finishing that module, but I thought throwing in this challenge in the midst of it would be something fun. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up.